From the latest news to your favorite tunes, we've got your back morning, night, and afternoon. Join our family, connect with your crew. Kings FM 88.5, just for you.
One day of our existence is on information. Without, we can exist properly under no circumstance because it is an integral part of it all. No way to avoid it, no way to postpone it, no way to reschedule. It affects every facet of our existence, just like politics. It is in the home, the car, on the streets, our walks, in the office, at the business center, in the shop, in the home, in the room, wherever it is. It plays a significant role. It is all over. It saturates the atmosphere. It is called information. Good morning. Welcome to King's Local Daily on King's 88.5. Today is Tuesday, the 2nd of September 2025. I'm Sam Andrews. These are the papers on King's Local Daily. Front page, Africa. The In Profile Daily. The news, the nation's news since 1989. Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. Liberia's most analytical newspaper, The Analyst, and the Doyen Inquirer newspaper. We begin with the Front Page Africa newspaper. Lead story. Ex-President Salif goes bombastic. denies report linking her to CDC support. A direct quote, "I am out of their damn politics." That's the lead story of Front Page Africa newspaper. Ex-President Sirleaf goes bombastic, denies report linking her to CDC support with the quote, "I am out of their damn politics." Let everybody hear it well. No CDC person has reached out for support. They have no reason to call me for support. That's the lead story of Front Page Africa newspaper. Other stories: Supreme Court slams defense petition for certiorari in arson case. Orders trial to proceed under Judge Roosevelt Willie. Petition denied. Me, lazy and selfish. Bishop Kotu Brown blast Boakai Kun officials over flashy cards amid mounting challenges. Another story on the front page of Front Page Africa. Mean, lazy, and selfish. Bishop Kotu Brown blast Boakai Kun officials over flashy cards amid mounting challenges. One of the leading vocal religious voices in Liberia, Bishop Kotu Brown, who never missed out on his words on any regime, irrespective of who is the president. He goes for the issues. Fundamentally for him, Liberia is important, not the regime. He speaks up fearlessly, unlike his colleagues who are afraid to be named, vilified, discriminated against, condemned. He puts himself in the position of what God said to religious leaders: speak out on issues of national concern, cut across. Bishop Kotu Brown is the head pastor of New Water in the Desert Pentecostal Church in Broadville. What a man of God he is, who never misses his words on issues. The back page, sports. Sulamana Ba earns first call up to Liberia national team. The Front Page Africa is out today, September 2nd, for a reasonable amount, 40 Liberian dollars. 40, no more, no less. Get a copy from any one of the vendors so that you have a full understanding of the lead story of the paper. If you are unable, as per your workload, or just can access any one of the vendors because of your location, then your radio vendor, Kings 88.5, has brought the paper to you. Nine minutes after 11 o'clock. Next is In Profile Daily newspaper. Lead story: LDEA orders nationwide drug test. LDEA orders nationwide drug test. The lead story of In Profile Daily newspaper. The new OIC has instructed that every DEA officer across the country will go through drug test. He thinks it is one of several ways drugs are brought into the country and it takes on widespread nature. He's on the front page. Fitzgerald Baggio. Other stories, the front page of the In Profile Daily. Liberia eyes MCC compact eligibility. Liberia eyes MCC compact eligibility, which means they could be in line, but not the criteria for receiving money. Senator Amara Conan warns of worrisome drug cartel. Senator Amara Conan warns of worrisome drug cartel. Sister Mary Lorraine Brown charges HMI graduates. This is the lead story and the back page. Daniel Sando under fire. The back lead. Daniel Sando under fire. Deputy Information Minister for Public Affairs. Representative Emmanuel Dan complains Minister Francis Yemalin, who is the head of the Ministry of Internal Affairs, UNDP, UL, to launch AI Masters Program, Innovation Hub. Ministry of Finance and Development Planning Communications Unit response to GSE audit report. The report showed alleged criminality is syndicated by the Ministry of Finance, ditching out over $2 million United States dollars, 78 million United States dollars unaccounted for through dubious means. After they ate her boyfriend food, she burned their hands. After they ate her boyfriend food, she burned their hands. The In Profile Daily newspaper is out too for 40 Liberian dollars. No more, no less. Get a copy, please. If you are unable, then your radio vendor has brought the paper into your office, at your business center, on the market table where you are, in the car, in the keke, wherever remote has done it. With this lead story of the In Profile Daily, LDEA orders nationwide drug test. Never attempt to miss out on information. Get fully involved with it. No better place to do that but on Kings 88.5. We are transmitting from Central Morovia City with it, between Randa and Front Streets, adjacent the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. Today is Tuesday, the 2nd of September. Next up, the news. The nation's news since 1989. This is the lead story of the newspaper. Volunteer teachers vex, demand inclusion on government payroll. Volunteer teachers vex, demand inclusion on government payroll. The footnote story front page. Supreme Court reject property bond for arson suspects. Supreme Court rejects property bond for arson suspects. Crackdown awaits drug traffickers. Crackdown awaits drug traffickers. The back page of the newspaper. Police officer discharges gun. Civilian injured. Spokesperson confirms. She is Cecilia Clark, the spokesperson of Liberia National Police. Governance Commission suspects illegal guns. Governance Commission suspects illegal guns. Illicit financial flows training underway. Health products regulators brainstorm on clinical trials. And cabinet director raps on validity of civil servants. The news, the nation's news, credible, reliable, been around for rack of ages, clear for me. You want to do business with them, they are good. You wouldn't regret it. The paper is out today for just 40 Liberian dollars. Reach out to any one of the vendors if you haven't yet and get a copy of the newspaper. We move on to the Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. Front page of the Oracle News Daily newspaper. Boakai snubs Gafuan. Vice President Kohn takes on key finance minister's role, including controlling inflation. Did you get that? Here is it. Boakai snubs Gafuan. Vice President Kohn takes on key finance minister's role, including controlling inflation. What the paper is simply saying, what Gafuan, the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, should be doing. The Vice President Jeremiah Kohn is now the one in charge. So he is just the Minister of Finance for making announcements, but he isn't the one doing the key or the most significant part to get the economy fixed. At Liberia's Independence Day celebration, the president instructed the vice president to take on all of those roads with a duration of 45 days. We've got a week to complete those 45 days. So the vice president should be reporting between this week and next week on fixing the economy. So what the paper is saying, those issues that Gafuan should be handling, the president took them from him and gave it to the vice president. So Gafuan is just a nominal finance minister. Very pathetic for the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Augustin Gafuan. He's being treated like a boy, like somebody who does not know the job. And in no country of standard, you take the most part of the finance minister's responsibility and give it to a vice president who is not an economist. No, it doesn't work in any part of the world. If I were Augustin Gafuan, I'd start to pack my bag and turn my back on this government. This is the sign of many disappointments and disrespect going to come his way. The footnote story front page, CDC headquarters. Demolition undermines constitutional provisions. Chairman Janga Ko says at a news conference on Monday. The back page. The back lead of the Oracle News Daily. Nonsense and stupid people. Ex-President Salif reacts to social media CDC headquarters. 15,000 claims. Nonsense and stupid people. Ex-President Salif reacts to social media CDC headquarters. 15,000 claims. She's on the back page. Says those who wrote that and ran with it, they are stupid people. She went very ballistic and bombastic in an angry tone against those propagandists. ArcelorMittal Liberia funds Zolowi Police Depot construction. The Oracle News Daily reporting the truth to you. A credible newspaper, though not long on the newsstand, is out for 40 Liberian dollars this day. You want to get a copy so that you get the lead story, the detail of it. Boakai, Snobs, Gafuan. Reach out to any one of the vendors and get a copy if you can, based on your activities. Kings 88.5, your radio vendor, has brought the paper to you. Twenty-two minutes after 11. At 12 o'clock, you got to start moving now. Waste no time. There's traffic jam everywhere in Monrovia, Liberia. Moreover, we are in the rainy season. It can come down very tense at any time. Be on time and be ahead of nature. Liberia's most analytical newspaper, The Analyst, is next up on King's Local Daily. Front page, EJX rebukes CDC headquarters donation rumors. CDC never reached out to me. They have no reason to call me for support. The paper is quoting Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. That's the lead story of The Analyst newspaper. One of the doyen newspapers. They've been around for forever. Credible newspaper. Do business with them. I know them for a fact. The lead story again. EJS rebukes CDC headquarters donation rumors. CDC never reached out to me. They have no reason to call me for support. She's quoted by the paper. Other stories, the journey so far. Representative Musa Billites walked common sense politics in rural Liberia. Farewell, Jiklo. Farewell, Jiklo. Moving tribute of young Grisby to patriarch Sylvester Grisby. The back page of The Analyst newspaper. Orange Liberia ends OSVP national pitching. Findex Africa emerges victorious for first prize. Stampede erupts yet again on UL campus. UL Bow urges faculty to rescind go slow. Stampede erupts yet again on UL campus. UL Bo urges faculty to rescind go slow. UL President Dr. Lydia Mampayan and the head of the board, Rep. Senator Nimini Batikwa, all sharing the back page. It's not easy at the University of Liberia. ArcelorMittal Liberia provides support for construction of police depot in Zolowi, Nima County, putting people before power. Senator Sir Joseph raps on mantra of emerging PAP. PAP is the People's Action Party, the party of Senator Sir Joseph. He says he wants to be the next president of Liberia, and he has come to fight the Congress for Democratic Change, Unity Party, and every other party. And he is confident of becoming the next president of Liberia 2029. The Analyst newspaper is out for 40 Liberian dollars. 40, no more, no less. Credible, one of the doyen newspapers in Liberia, been around for rack of ages. The Analyst will take us to another doyen newspaper called The Inquirer. This is what the doyen Inquirer, credible, good, authentic, reliable newspaper is reporting. New era leadership to drive Africa's environmental justice agenda. New era leadership to drive Africa's environmental justice agenda. The head of that is Alfred Branell, head of Environmental Watch Rights Africa. Monique Simpson Foray takes over Haywood Mission Institute as Bishop Leo Simpson retires. CDC denies firearms discovery on former headquarters premises. CDC denies firearms discovery on former headquarters premises. The sheriff reported that they saw no arm or arms, no grenade, no bullet, nothing absolutely at CDC headquarters. So all that you saw and heard the police doing, they will get into this room. Oh, you can. Then they opens on a bag and said, they found arms in the headquarters of CDC, and many people ran with it. The sheriff said they did not see anything. All of the search they did. So in essence, they were saying, all that you people were hearing, that the police people own thing. We won't get into anything that we know about. The back page of the news, which is the last but not the least, the Inquirer rather, the doyen Inquirer, and then we are out. China Union under fire in bomb as representative formula purchase for residents permit. Fire Service Director secures resources for rapid response capability. The doyen Inquirer newspaper, credible, reliable, is out for 40 Liberian dollars. 40, no more, no less. You want to get a copy from any one of the vendors. If you are unable, well, we've done it for you. That's it. So the sheriff, they reported they saw no gun, no weapon, no how all of those things that can take away people's life from a military perspective. They saw nothing. They did not see war tank. They did not see jet bomber. They did not see bullet. They did not see bomb. They did not see any of those things. Simply what the police were reporting. The court said that the police own thing They can't question them. But as far as they are concerned, they did not see any weapon at CDC headquarters. But what the police reporting may be, because they are security people, so maybe they saw or they went into a place that the sheriff did not go. But as far as the sheriff concerned, they say they didn't see any weapon whatsoever. So all that thing that the police were doing, that their own thing. Liberia will continue to live in bitterness, hatred, grudge, with malice for years. So We Are Project is being actualized today. They don't want to hear that, but they will hear it. Let me squeeze this in before we go. We Are Project. We are initiated project. The overhead bridge, the government is doing the groundbreaking ceremony. Joe Boakai is doing the groundbreaking ceremony. That was initiated long since the document, everything was completed. The money set aside. When you listen to Boakai at his State of the Nation address, he talked about Japan Freeway, he talked about overhead bridge and all those things. What did he say? He said the money already available. He was simply saying, we are secure the funds. CDC government will secure the money. So we only come in to get it into action so that we as initiated that project. You gave the people the credit. Even God said it. When somebody do something, give them the credit. In journalism, they call that attribution. You give the person the credit. It is not your material. Let me give you a simple example before we go. When Ellen made that statement on OKFM, everybody reported, they attributed it to OKFM and Julius J. You know why? Because it is not anybody's property intellectually, but OKFM. They initiated it. So they got the credit. Give George Weah his credit, Joe Boakai, today. Not to do that, well, I see you. That's all the time we've got for Kings Local Daily on Kings 88.5. We're back tomorrow. Join us if you can at 12 o'clock. But before then, the news is on at 1 this afternoon, Kings Newsroom. That will take us to at 3. Yes, at 3 we've got Real Talk. You don't want to miss it. I'm Sam Andrews.